At 11, Arkansas, Georgia, South Carolina, Wyoming, and Indiana. What do those states have in common? Or they're the only 5 states without hate crime laws. Some people here say it's time to take Indiana off that list. WSBT 22's Patrick Roth joins me now. And Patrick, the General Assembly did address this issue last session.
Yeah, Rick, a bill actually passed the Senate with bipartisan support, but it didn't even come to a vote in the House. In the wake of the Jody Henderson murder here in South Bend and a couple of other incidents around the state, some say it needs to be passed next year.
He died because Jabri did not like that Jody had romantic feelings towards him.
That's the reason officials say Jody Henderson was allegedly killed by Jabri Davis Martin. And to a lot of people, it sounds an awful lot like a hate crime.
45 states have hate crimes laws. Different states cover different groups with their hate crimes law, but Indiana is one of 5 with no hate crimes law.
We've had several self-inflicted wounds, and they send a message that Indiana is not a tolerant state, that Indiana is not a welcoming state, and we need to turn that around.
A bill that would create hate crime laws passed the Senate with bipartisan support. It ran into some resistance in the House, where some worried it would let the government choose some crimes to be considered more serious than others. But its proponents argue that hate crime laws are about more than just crime. They're about creating a stronger and safer sense of community.
From the community standpoint, it may well be an effective type of law because it communicates to those groups that are protected under hate crimes laws that they're really a part of the society as a whole, and the society won't tolerate bias against them.
Unfortunately, these crimes occur, and they are motivated by bias, by a hatred towards someone just because of their, what group they may belong to. And so we need to send a strong message that this is not tolerated in Indiana.
I reached out to several House members from our area, and we have not heard back from them yet. Indiana does have something where law enforcement and others can report a hate crime, but that's only used for data collection.
Okay, but Patrick, there are federal hate crime laws.
Yeah, there are. And I actually talked to a spokesperson from the U.S. Attorney's Office in Hammond, Indiana, and he said that usually that would come out of the Civil Rights Division in Washington, D.C. And a good example is actually what happened in Charleston after the Charleston church shooting. The shooter there, he's facing 9 murder charges in South Carolina, which doesn't have any hate crime laws, but he's also facing federal hate crime laws there.
Interesting, though, Indiana, one of 5 states.
One of 5 states, yeah.
Patrick, thank you so much.